Hey guys, Corey Garrison, Presidential Diamond here with It Global, and today I want to talk to you guys about residual income. Okay, so you may be asking, what is residual income? And the definition that I'm going to use for this video's purpose is basically income that can be created without you having to physically or personally push the effect of it. It'll be money that will generate on its own based upon work that you've previously done. Full disclosure, if you would have told me, hey, get into network marketing, you'll be able to make some residual income, I probably would have just right over the head. And the reason for that is because I didn't necessarily believe in the business. I didn't believe in the type of business that this was. And a lot of that was just my own ignorance. I had never actually looked into it. I never actually considered it. I just kind of thought that, the way in which I was doing things was the ultimate way, was the best way. It was like the way in which you go to be successful. Little did I know that I was completely moonwalking back. Okay, so I've been in the network marketing field for a little over 2.5 years. And prior to that, I spent about the last 10 years or so in telecommunication sales, basically with big telco companies. And I was tasked with generating new subscribers or getting new customers for these companies. And I thought I had a pretty good deal. They would pay me a pretty hefty amount of money to generate a new subscriber. They would get a new sub, and then that was kind of it. That was the end of the transaction that I had with them. And it didn't really dawn on me until I got into network marketing that, I've been doing this for a little over 10 years. Okay, a little over 10 years. And I've signed up hundreds and thousands of people. And I never, not once did I see a 1% off of the revenue that customer generated for the company, or even, $5 a month every time they paid their bill. I never saw that. And it didn't really dawn on me until I got into this profession that, like, my gosh, like, I've been creating millions and millions of dollars for these companies, and I got a little tiny little bit up front that I thought was a big bit. I thought it was a big chunk, but it's just a little tiny bit up. So another thing that I really thought of when it was coming time to leave my job, because my job was my security blanket before my residual income, and network marketing served as that, was how is this going to affect my family? Now, I don't have kids, okay, but I do have responsibilities, right? I've got a house, I've got a car, I've got a wife. I have people that depend upon me. And the funny part is this business is 10,000 times better than having that JOB, that journey of the broke. Because here's the thing, I had a very, very, very specific skill set that allowed for me to excel at my job with telco sales. However, if I broke my leg or I wasn't able to leave the house to go to work, I wasn't able to make any income. So let's say, for example, I broke my leg and, I was laying up in a hospital somewhere waiting for my leg to heal. There was no income that was going to be coming in. If I needed to, pass this business down or pass this job down to, my kids when I have them, there was no way for me to be able to do that. Now, the biggest difference with network marketing and the residual income is I now have a way to do that. So if I need to pass my business down to my kids later on down the road, if I want them to come into the family business, I have built something that is now transferable to them. Whereas though before it wasn't, it was just isolated to just me. It was based upon what Corey can do. And if Corey can't do it, then it can't be done and it has to go to someone else. It can't go down to someone else in Corey's family. So let's talk about how residual income has worked for me. Okay. I've been in network marketing since about 2013, so a little over 2 years ago now. And till this day, I am still being paid a percentage on some work that I did back in 2013. So each and every single month, there is a residual amount of my check that is going to be there regardless of what I produce or what I bring to the table in that given month. And that's powerful because that has given me a kind of cushion or kind of safety net that I have that allow for me to actually leave and retire from my regular telco job. I put the parentheses up because job to me doesn't stand for work now. Job for me stands for journey of the broke. So I was able to actually leave that. And that residual income is going to be not going to be, but rather is a really big part that helped me to push. So when you're thinking about what residual income means to you, let's say, for example, you worked at, a big box store. and you were a cashier there, or maybe you were like a customer service rep there. Every time that that person comes into that store, and let's say they ask you where the milk was, or they ask you, where the, I don't know, towels were, or whatever the case may be. You would give them advice on how to get to that particular point. They would go to that point in the store, pick out that item, take it to the register, check it out, and then leave. So whether you were the customer service rep that told them, hey, go to aisle 9, or you were the checkout clerk in aisle 5, ringing their stuff up, that particular store that you have is getting residual from that customer. Because chances are that customer lives in that neighborhood, and that customer is going to continue to come to their store every single week to buy those products. And you're still going to get your same X amount of dollars per hour, and it doesn't matter that that customers continue to come back because maybe you gave them great customer service and they really like you, or maybe they like getting in your line because you check out the fastest. No, you're just going to get paid X amount an hour. Okay, but that company that you work for, that conglomerate, that larger entity, they're going to continue to reap the benefits from that. It's going to get to a point to where they're not going to have to send, mailers or flyers out to Miss Johnson to get her to come in to buy, milk and dog food, because she already knows where to go because she's been going there already. She's going to continue to do that month over month over month. If they fired you from that job today or tomorrow, guess what? Miss Johnson's still coming in there and still paying month after month after month after month. So that is really like the light bulb, like ding, it should go off right then and there. And that's what it was for me. That's when the light bulb went on. Network marketing residual income will give you financial freedom. It'll give you freedom. You will no longer be tied to a paycheck. You'll no longer be, handcuffed to a paycheck, that you have this dependent upon the work that you do to generate on that weekly or biweekly basis in order to, reap the benefits, when that check comes out. So align yourself with network marketing and take those cuffs off and get yourself some residual income, guys. So in conclusion, for me, network marketing is really about working smarter versus working harder. It's about being able to continually push and keep momentum and having that continually pay off month after month after month after month, year after year after year. And really and truly, guys, it's the way to go. Like you would much rather prefer to have, a strong, consistent residual income versus, a one-time, you hit it once and then it's gone. It's like a shot in the dark almost. So that has been the change that residual income and network marketing has had in my life personally.